Hello everyone, welcome back. So just a quick impromptu video today. So join me live. I'm going to hunt for a fragrance. So I've been looking for Gaultier Squared. Someone who sold me a fragrance on a fragrance group earlier in the week sent me a little sample of this one, and I was really impressed by this one. So I'll tell you a bit more about it if I manage to get it. If you're watching this video, it implies I did. So there was a pharmacist near me that I was in last week, and I seem to remember they did have it. At that time, I wasn't looking to buy that one, so I didn't pay it much attention. But now I'm going to go back there and see if they've still got it. If so, I'm going to buy it and give you my impressions and maybe a little mini review on this one, because I've already been trying it all week from the sample, but it's nice to have a full bottle, isn't it? So let's find out if I get one. Okay, so here's the pharmacy. Let's see if they've got the one I'm after. Okay, so yes, they did still have the Jean-Paul Gaultier Squared. So I picked up this just a 40ml, one 40ml bottle, and that cost me £37 in the chemist. So it's not mega cheap at all, but this one is becoming quite rare now, so I was willing to accept that that's probably what you're going to have to buy, and it's nice to get a sealed one rather than one that's been half used on eBay. So just the one 40ml, it does come in a two 40ml thing where they're kind of joined together for couples to have one each. But since I'm all on my own in the world, one will do me. So Gaultier Squared, and let's get home and do an unboxing on this one. So this fragrance, first released in 2005, is now, I believe, discontinued, but I've seen it a few times in pharmacists and other small shops over the last couple of years, so I think you can find them out there. I'm in the UK, it depends where you are in the world, how easy that's going to be, and the other place, of course, is eBay. People are starting to sell this one for slightly overinflated prices at the moment, but if you hang in there and you're patient, I think they do still come up for reasonable prices, but you have to be a little bit patient. Okay everyone, so here we are later that same day, back home. It's the evening now, so we're going to open this one up. So let's have a look at the box first. So Gaultier Squared, now this one was released in 2005. The perfumer is Francis Kurkdjian, who did the original Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male, and of course Classique, the women's equivalent version from Jean-Paul Gaultier. The fragrance is defined as an oriental vanilla, and the three notes that are listed, there are only three, and they are amber, musk and vanilla. So let's see if we can get into this one and see what we can get. So I'm just going to quickly do the cellophane off camera because it's easier, and then I'll get it out so you guys can see. So yeah, we'll just get the lid open. Okay, so we got the worst part over with. Let's get in there and see what we have. So the bottle design, from what I've seen online and in other YouTube reviews, is really nice. Other YouTube reviews, there's a good one by Robes08. He did a really good in-depth review of this one many years ago, and Lex Ellis has also done it, but there aren't too many. So let's see what we have. Okay, there it is. So this is the bottle for Gaultier Squared. That is the part where you can see the juice. On the back, you've got this kind of thing here. Now, the fragrance also came in a version where you got two 40ml bottles. Like this is a 40ml bottle, and they would they would stick together magnetically. And the idea was that you and your partner, your romantic partner, could have one bottle each. The fragrance is now discontinued. It was originally marketed as very much a unisex fragrance. It's eau de parfum, so it should be quite strong. And I've been working from this sample. Thank you very much to the person who sold me another fragrance in a Facebook group and sent me this one too. So that was very, very generous of him. And often people do that, and I'm not so taken with the one, but this one captured my imagination. So with these notes and with the reviews that I've seen, everyone's talking about a very, very sweet oriental, probably most people would call this a gourmand type fragrance. Not normally my thing at all, but somehow I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm going to spray a little bit on a strip. I've had the sample anyway, so it's not my total first impression here, but I do like the bottle. Very, very nice design, and either way around looks really good. The plasticky kind of cap there, not the best in the world, but I can forgive that. It looks like this is the front officially, because there is the bit where we spray. So I'm going to put some on a card. I've got some on my hand as well, but here we go. So I'll tell you what I get out of it. So it's definitely very, very sweet and vanillic. When I first got this, he sent it as a mystery sample, and he said it's a designer scent that doesn't get enough talk. So I was intrigued, and my first impression when I just smelled the atomizer and didn't actually smell the scent was that I thought it smelled very similar to Givenchy pie, but I thought that was too obvious, so it couldn't, if he's saying it was obscure, it probably wasn't that one, but it was very similar. And I did actually guess Cristobal Porom from Balenciaga, which is also renowned as having a bit of a vanillic sweet feel, but that was completely wrong. And it was this one in the end, and really, really nice. So it's very sweet, it's a little bit syrupy. It could be definitely described as cloying by people who might not like it as much as I do. Some people have talked about orange blossom, or orange blossom as being one of the notes in this one, and that's also apparently Robes 8 reminded us in 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. So that's a kind of sweet but a little bit fruity, orangey kind of note that we might get in this, as well as the listed notes. Many people say it's boozy, others have mentioned grape soda, and others have said that it reminds them a little bit of a Guerlain fragrance type of smell, that really high quality vanilla. For me, what I get on this one is an extremely sweet smell, but very, very pleasant. A little bit of a light, fruity, airy kind of quality. Maybe it's orange blossom, almost a white floral kind of thing. Definitely a similarity with Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal, and other people don't seem to mention this, but I got that DNA of Le Mal, that muskiness, I think, maybe even a bit of lavender, that kind of very, very distinctive Le Mal-esque smell, and a little bit of Classique, the female equivalent version. So I feel it's a little bit like Classique meets Le Mal with an added ton of vanilla. Tiny bit of a boozy and also maybe a kind of toasted caramel note in there, and other people have talked about a slightly sort of gnarly, sexy thing that's a little bit like some slightly animalic notes. Of course, that would be the musk. So it's quite a complex scent. It's really, really beautiful to me, and I'm absolutely loving this. I would call this one of my favourite gourmands at the moment, if we can call it a gourmand, and a great, great vanilla scent. So let me know if you've tried this one, or if you'd like to hear more about it. I'm very smitten with it at the moment, and I'm definitely looking forward to giving this one some wearings and giving you a little bit more feedback on Jean Paul Gaultier, Gaultier Squared, from the year 2005. Thanks for joining me. Remember, all you in the smelly army, whatever we're doing in life, let's project. See you in the next video. Bye bye.